Hi Pisces, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, before we start, for those of you that pledged as part of my Kickstarter, I just want to say a massive thank you so much for helping me hit that goal. It truly, truly does mean a lot, and I'm absolutely gobsmacked that we smashed it, really. If you would still like to get a present for somebody, or somebody would like to get a present for somebody else, you can do so on the link in the description box below. It ends on the 20th, so... Also, if you haven't got your winter solstice seat, if you ever wanted to have an FLP session with me, you can get that and so much more for the winter solstice session on the 21st. We're going to be using the magic of the solstice and obviously that great conjunction that everybody's talking about. So if you want to be a part of it, hit the link in the description box below. You can get that for a fraction of the cost of what an FLP session would cost you. So with that said, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, my dear Pisceans, this week you have the World card. Completions, culminations and endings. This is a moment or a week certainly of graduation. So in a lot of ways I actually feel like this is you guys making a big decision on behalf of yourselves, and I kind of feel like this is where you say, right, okay, you know what, I know the direction that I'm ready to launch into now. I know where it is that I'm ready to do it. I know where it is that I'm ready to start maybe finding or connecting to the people that I want to connect to, and more importantly where I can start putting myself forward onto that wider world stage in some regard. For your actions and options this week, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So when it comes to your work, whether this is a promotion, whether it's a pay rise, like whatever it is that you envision yourself having in regard to your work or your professional sphere, this is about you going for it. I kind of feel like a lot of you as well this week are probably going to start to look at, you know, those of you that aren't tied down with roots, are going to start to look at new places to live. Whatever happens this week, pay attention, because the chances are you're going to be seeing it unfold over the next year. Like, so literally remember this week and all the things that happen this week, because the chances are you're going to be seeing it like unpack, unfold. You're going to be getting little tidbits of this whole week that are going to make themselves prominent in other parts of your life over this week, over this year ahead. And your Ace of Pentacles, this is a new beginning in your material life in some way, shape or form. This is a new start, the end of an era, well, not the end of an era, but the culmination of a cycle and the beginning of a new one in the world. For your communications and conversations, you have the Lovers card. So yes, this card represents choice and decisions, and like I said, I feel like this is going to be a big week for those for you, but I actually feel like this is the week that's going to bring you love. For those of you that are single, this could be a week where you are connecting with a partner. This could be you know, and like I said, at the moment they might not be much. This may just be somebody that you meet and you have like a little twinkling in your eye for each other, and it's kind of all of that, but it doesn't really feel like any more than that. And over time it's going to develop. There's a lot of communication coming in this week, coupled with the Ace of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this is you either deciding on the next place that you're going to live, or it's going to see you really saying, right, I either want a pay rise, or I want a new job, or I want to work in a different sector. And for some of you, there are these sort of big, massive changes coming up, especially interestingly enough in astrology, because at the beginning of the week we've got that eclipse that's taking place in the sign of Sagittarius. So especially for those of you that are ascendant Pisces, this is going to be something big happening with your career. Now obviously eclipses don't just happen on the day and it's done. It unpacks, it unfolds itself over a certain period of time. So that's definitely coming up for you guys for sure. And remember as well, your 10th house isn't just about your work or your career. It's also about your status in the world, and sometimes your status can see you becoming a part of a couple, you know, see you becoming a wife or a husband or a father or a mother, or, you know, from single to partnered, and, you know, so on and so forth. So yeah, this could be a really interesting week. Pay attention to who shows up for you. Communication in general this week, I think, is going to be very good. And I actually feel like this could be a week where you notice that people are listening to you a lot more. So use it with great power and all that. Wow. For your money and materials, you have the Magician card. And what is he pointing to? He's pointing to the Ace of Pentacles. Your money, your finances, your material experience is about to go through a massive shift, and I think you guys are probably really pleased with this. You know, you got that powerful conjunction that's going to be taking place as well, which I think in a lot of ways, because when Jupiter moves into the 12th, it gives you a guardian angel kind of energy. So I'm really, really intrigued to see how this is going to play out for you. But when it comes to your finances and your money, this could be some sort of recognition at work. It could be, you know, it could very much be led by you. Maybe you say to your boss, right, I want more money, I want more responsibility, I want more scope to create and develop, and if I don't get it, I'm walking. With this energy, you can say that. The thing with the Magician card, it sees you having that kind of power where you can say those kind of things, and where most people most of the time would just be like, okay, fine, see you later. You know, when you have this card, it kind of suggests that, you know, you've got that behind you, got the power, you got that behind you. So use it wisely. You know, find a way to put this forward, you know, so that you don't come across as like an obnoxious sort of diva, you know, but you still ask for what you feel like you deserve and that you want. For your health and vitality this week, this is a powerful card for health and vitality because it's prime force, it's prime energy. It gives you the driving force of life to do what you need to do. This is health, it's vitality, it's lovely. And it could really speed things up for you in a lot of ways. When it comes to your home and environment, I just really get this sense that within the next 12 months, you won't be living where you are. I really feel that there is a big change coming up there for you guys, and I think it's going to be a part of your work. I think your work is either going to take you either further afield from where you are, or maybe for a select few of you, it may possibly take you international, which is very exciting. For your love and relations, you have the Page of Swords. So for those of you that are single, whoever you meet around this time may have a Gemini energy about them, but more importantly, I can tell you this will be somebody that's considered like a, you know, a boss or a mover and a shaker. And when you really align with them, as in when the relationship truly becomes something, it's going to be around late May going into June of 2021. So pay attention to who shows up over these next couple of weeks, because the chances are if you meet someone and you think, oh, you know, they're a little bit of all right, whatever it is that there is between you guys, it's going to shape up into next year. Very, very exciting. For those of you that are partnered or in relationships, this is going to be a week where, you know, usually the Pisces partner is, you know, tends to be a bit more mellow, tends to be sort of take it more at a pace and is happy to do the whole background thing. And I kind of feel like that's changing now. That dynamic's changing. And because obviously whenever anything changes in a relationship, I don't think it's a problem with your partner. I just think it's like, whoa, okay, all of these big changes and all the rest of it are just coming sort of what seems to them maybe at breakneck speed, and what feels for you like natural progression. So just keep that in mind, all right? And remember to keep the lines of communication open. It's going to be important this week, especially because we've got the intensity of the eclipse. So with that said, let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a great week, and I will see you soon.